Hey everyone, it's Alex, your fit hair expert, marathoner, run influencer, all those good things. I'm just here to help you get to moving and grooving for the year. It is 2019, so excited to bring in a new year. Really pumped to get back to making videos and help you guys really just take over the world one step at a time. So that is my motto. That's what these videos are going to be about this year. And so one of the things that you guys asked me about is just some tips to get started, gear that you need for really starting running. So I am here to give you basically the tips on what you need to get started running, or maybe you started running, walking, jogging, whatever, or jogging, whatever you want to do, and you don't know if you have the right stuff. So that's what this video is about. That's what we're gonna chat. So first thing, everybody and their mamas, you need to have, see this? Yes. We're also matching pinks, shades of a little plum in this. A real true running shoe for you. Yes. This is by far my favorite running shoe for several years. This is Brooks Adrenaline. This is the GTS 19, which means 19th edition. This is actually one of the latest color schemes that came out this year for it. So brand new. And I'm saying this like non-negotiable. I don't want to see y'all shopping at TJ Maxx, even though I love TJ Maxx. All these little places, you need to have a specific running shoe for you. I have to wear supportive shoes for me. That's how I like. So this is a very supportive shoe. It gives me the support that I need because I have low arch, or little or none. Also, it's cushion, which let's see if you guys can see that. Is that upside down? Let's see. Is that upside down? Okay. So this is cushion. This is probably upside down. So I like cushion on my long runs, for my marathons. This is a shoe that really works with me, and it ranges with cushion. They have a couple of other ones, but that's what I like. So you have two options. I talked about this in another video that you can check out, but the best two options is, one, you can go online to brooksrunning.com. I believe that is their website. I should know that. It is actually a favorite of mine because I shop on there too much. But Brooks Running online, you can check out and see. I have a link below, or wherever you're watching this video at, where I will share their signature run thing that they have, where they ask you questions to do things and see how you like your shoes, and then actually at the end of the questionnaire it'll recommend the shoes for you. If you buy online from them, they do have a 90-day guarantee on the shoes. So a lot of times you can test it out for a couple of weeks. Try to test it either when it's dry or on a treadmill to see how you feel for about a week or 2 weeks, and then that will determine whether or not these shoes really work for you. Because if you start feeling things in your calves, or pulling, or something is off, like normally your calves are really weird, or your arches start hurting in both feet, both meaning both, not just one because you injured yourself and was doing too much running, no, but both of them, then oftentimes it is the shoe. So I really recommend that if you are not able to get into the second option, which is a running store. There's great running stores in different cities all across the nation. Here locally, I'm in Dallas, so we have Luke's Locker and Run On, which are two running specialty stores, the main ones. There are other ones that have been popping up. I haven't tried them all, but those are the two main ones that most people know about, recommend, have been around for a while. So those actually have people in their staff that will help you and give you other options of shoes from Asics, Brooks, doesn't matter to be quite honest. I think Zuno has some, Saucony, New Balance. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm Brooks Run Happy ambassador. So look, we about Brooks over here. If you watching this, this Team Brooks. So that's all we doing over here. So I'll let some people go with Asics because I used to wear Asics, but really truly Asics and Brooks, I'm not even endorsed to say this, but really truly those are probably the two most popular running shoe brands out there, followed by some other ones that have come up. But anyway, we Brooks over here, so that's what I'm gonna recommend to you guys, because I know you'll find something to fit your need, and they really are about their shoes there for runners. So anyway, go in there. They have the same things that happen where you can test out your shoes, bring them back. If they don't work within a couple weeks, a couple of days, whatever, you have to test that out. But they're there to help you, to look at how you run, to see what support you need, to do all those things, whether you need different laces. It's all this stuff that can be very overwhelming and complicated. But I'm taking the most time to really talk about shoes because I'm letting y'all know, if you don't have the right shoes for you, for your distance and what you are doing, then you will be injured and there is no more running. I'm serious. Most of the things start from bottom up. So your feet are your foundation. If you don't have the right shoes, it trickles up to where maybe it's your ankles that are messed up, or maybe it's your calves. Then the next thing you know, you have a knee problem. The next thing you know, your hips. The next thing you know, your back. All of that can be solved, honestly, by not being cheap and getting the right shoes for you. That's all I'm gonna say on that. We'll talk more about shoes. I'm pretty sure I have a video about shoes too that I'll link, or you'll see somewhere around here. But yeah, shoes. All right, the next thing is not necessarily an option, but I definitely recommend it. It is a watch. Now, watches come in all different shapes, sizes, all that stuff. Actually, let me use this. This is a new. I don't know how long I'm gonna stick with this one, but I have been using Garmin for now 10 years. You see, I'm very loyal. Garmin is by far the best running watch that I know of for most runners on the market. But I have been a long time user for the Forerunner series. I have Forerunner 10. When you actually go on Garmin, you'll see what I'm talking about. 10, then the 100, 200, I think I had a 210 and 235. Yeah, and I've even gifted, but I really believe Garmin has the best when it comes to all of the watches, specifically for runners. Garmin's hands down has a watch that meets your price range. It's also accurate. They have a little bit for ultra runners, which means people who run more than 26.2 miles, which is a marathon. People who do trail running, which is like in the woods, trees, all that kind of stuff. They have something for you, and they are the most accurate. So that's why I do it. I actually use the watches that have a heart rate in the watch, because the straps actually irritate my skin. Also, I tend to lose things, and if I lost one more heart rate monitor strap thing, I was gonna lose my mind. So anyway, that is good. They have one that's like under $100. That's a great one for my people who are doing like a couple of miles, not really half marathons, which is about 13 miles, but if you're into that lower end distance, that's great. Don't recommend a Fitbit. I don't recommend a Nike. I don't recommend an Apple Watch. They just aren't it when it comes to distance tracking, heart rate. They don't have everything for a runner, and I've tested them. I'm just not, when it comes to accuracy, mileage, consistency, even helping you with analytics and running, Garmin hands down. That's just what it is. So right now, that's my second thing. If you can't afford it, go ahead and hit up some of the apps. I will say, if you are using like the Nike app, there's a couple other tracking apps on there. Any of them, they actually do not measure exactly right. They're always going to be a little bit. They're either going to be a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. So say you went for a run and you have your app on your phone. Let's just say the Nike one. Oftentimes they'll say, hey, you did 3 miles. In reality, what you actually did is probably 2.8 miles. So how do I know that? Because I did my Garmin watch comparison, and I also know like 4 laps around the track is, you know, 1 mile. And so oftentimes it will say that it's either more, or some apps will say that it's not enough. It would be less than 1 mile. So you have to monitor that with the apps. That is a common theme. And so not even, no GPS is definitely that accurate. So just keep that in mind. But those are really good for you to get started, and most of those are like $1.99 a month, so that's super cheap that you can do, or free 99, which I know Nike is. So definitely either watch or some type of what did I say, app on your phone to track distance. Okay, so the next thing is lube it up. Okay, there's no other way to get around it. This is my favorite. This is Sport Shield. I do lube, or Vaseline is another thing. I have a video about that. But you definitely need, I know this is a weird thing that I'm recommending, but you definitely need something when it comes to running and chafing. This is for women and men. Everything rubs together, and friction and rain and sweat and all kinds of stuff, and trust me, you don't want that. So Sport Shield, this is by 2 Times. That's the one that I recommend if you're getting started. Vaseline is what I recommend, the brand, not the off-brand, the brand. There is a difference. I know it sounds crazy, but it is a difference in how long it lasts on the body. But 2 Times is actually what I use very regularly, and it helps prevent chafing and blistering. Is foam rollers. So this is, you've seen some foam rollers. This is actually a short one. I have a variety of different types of foam rollers. Some are straight with no ridges. This, I actually have like three foam rollers from this brand, which is Trigger Point. I really like Trigger Point. This is a travel one. It has a strap that goes into it, and oftentimes if you're on Instagram and you see me traveling, this is the one that I have. And then I have a smaller mini version of it. It's just this, and it's this size, and I take that with me as well as traveling if I don't want to take this one. But those are very important, because when you finish running, after working out and you're stretching, you need to actually foam roll, which pretty much you just roll this, you lay on it and you roll on the roller to help get those dents and crevices and knots all in your thighs, your glute area, and it just aids in with stretching. So very critical, very crucial. If you don't, you should definitely have it. This is, I have a really long one, just different sizes. So there are some that vibrate. There's so many different type of foam rolls, but like I said, good old Trigger Point, they have really good ones that last a long time too. Okay, so the last thing is hydration belt or unit. This is my trusty hydration bottle I actually run with. I didn't think I would be a person that ran with this in my hands, but you can, some people put their hands right here, other people put their hands right here, other people put their hands all the way here. I've seen a bunch of different things. I'm not really even sure. I've even seen some people do this, but I definitely don't think it's like that. Anyway, if you run like this, you're able to drink, or you can spray it out. I'm not gonna do that. You can put your keys in this, gels, whatever, fruit, if you need something, card, whatever. Anyway, but this is what I use when running. It's very important, because sometimes you're out there running and you don't know if a water fountain is available. People might have spit in the water fountain, whatever. So you want to have your own hydration unit. Keep your stuff there, as well as they have some that are on the belts that go around your waist. This one is by Ultimate Direction. I took the belt thing off just for the video, but it has the little thing that goes around. This will go around your waist basically, and inserts into there where you put 2 bottles. So like the bottles will be sticking up from right there. Anywho, so those are things that go around your waist. There are different kinds. I suggest you test them out, see what kind you do like, what kind you don't. Definitely have to get accustomed to whatever it is that you're running with. So just don't buy something the day or two before a race and you've never tried it out. Like, the vest things are actually pretty heavy, so if you're not used to running with that on or knowing how to refill them and take them off, then you need to definitely know. Or same thing with the waist stuff, you need to know what size, if it irritates you, what's going on there. So there's like tons of different things that you have to just look at before that. But yeah, so anyway, but these are just the essential things. A bonus, I definitely recommend, this is only for women. I tried to keep those things that I recommended that were essential for both women and men. But for women, definitely sports bras. That is something that is number 2 right after shoes for you. You can check out a couple of different other videos as well as a whole playlist on all about sports bras to hear how important sports bras are. Definitely a non-negotiable for me when it comes to running gear. Shoes and sports bras. Everything else is kind of sort of optional, but more so essential that I recommend it. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you have any other questions about the items that I recommended, make sure you chat with me a little bit. You can find me everywhere online: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, website, all at AlexandriaWill. And the website is AlexandriaWill.com if you forget. So make sure you follow me there, keep up with my daily updates, check out some race reviews, check out what I'm wearing. I have all that stuff listed for you guys, as well as recommended items that I talked about here too. So that's it. So glad that you guys chatted with me a little bit. Until next time, I'll keep running around the world and chatting with you guys and giving you more tips, but y'all keep killing it. So peace.